Is Sunday, September 21st, 2014. I've got my rider gear on. We're all set. So, a friend of mine asked me to make a video about where I get my inspiration from. So, I thought that that would be a really cool topic to talk about today. My inspiration comes from a variety of different places, as, most people's probably does. Um, my inspiration to write, just in general, like why I want to write, is really because I've always been a reader. I always loved reading. I was always ahead of the class in reading and stuff like that. Um, I read multiple books at a time and everything. And I would feel, I still feel, it's not a past tense, I feel so connected to the characters, and was transported somewhere else, and I could ignore what was going on in life. If people were bullying me or if anything was happening, I could go and escape to a different world and feel that everything would be all right. And I want to give that to other people. I want to give that gift back. And I just want to create that, and I want to give that escape and everything and give those dreams to people. So that's why I write, just in general. Specific, like, story inspiration comes from all over the place. Um, Obviously, I still read a lot. I watch movies, I watch TV shows. Anything artistic like that can always help spark the creative outlet. Um, but also, my regular inspiration for different stories comes from everywhere, anywhere, nowhere. Sometimes I actually just got a really good idea a few days ago for what is going to be my Nano 2014 novel. Um, while I was brushing my teeth in the bathroom. I mean, I get these ideas like all over the place. I was just trying to like think through the story, and this idea popped into my head, and I almost ran out of the bathroom because I was so excited and had to go write it down. Um, yeah, you know, there's a quote. Trying to remember who said it. I can't remember. But there's this quote that I have. I have a list of like favorite quotes and like inspirational writing quotes and stuff like that. And one of the quotes, I'm really sorry that I can't remember who said this, but he said, "Some you can't wait for inspiration to strike. You have to go after it with a club," which I feel like is very, very accurate. If you just sit at your desk and say, I want to get inspired, and you just sit there for hours, nothing's going to happen. You have to read a book or watch a movie or, go for a walk or come up with at least the basic idea on your own, and, it'll come to you, or go to sleep and base it off of something you dream about or something like that. That's happened. But at the same time, you don't, like, sometimes you don't want to be focusing on trying to find inspiration too much. Like, sometimes you just have to let things like go in your subconscious, and they'll end up working out really well, and you'll get that spark. So it's both a mix of hard work on your own, as well as, I don't want to say chance, but like, huzzah, like, magic in a way. Um, that definitely plays a role. So yeah, I mean, I think that kind of answers the question, I hope. Um, I get ideas from books. I'll get um, ideas from just conversations, and I also just think of things. And you have to find, I think you tend to write what you read, and I think that's similar in anything else. I mean, artists paint what type of paintings they like to look at. You don't paint realism if you love abstract art, or if you love sculpture, you're not going to be painting for the most part. Not that you can't do multiple media, but you know what I mean. Um, so, for the most part, I really love fantasy, supernatural type of stuff. So that's the main focus of what I've been trying to write. Though I've also been trying other genres to kind of try my hand at that and see if I like it or not, because you won't know until you try. So yeah, that's my inspiration. Comes from other art, comes from thinking, comes from dreaming, comes from not yoga. I'd say like meditation, but I don't really meditate. So, um, yeah. Hope that answers your question. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.